Dear viewers, welcome you for this week. We are heading towards a year-end winter season along with Christmas celebrations. In this episode, we are going to learn basics on the topic logistics in supply chain. Let us start with the quotes of two logistics experts. Trade is not about goods, but trade is an information. Goods sit in the warehouse until information moves them. C.J. Sherry. Time is money in the shipping business. Andrew Crenshaw. In this episode, we are going to discuss on 4 different topics. Out of that, the first topic discuss on what is logistics. Logistics is the process of regulating the movement of goods. It may be either finished or semi-finished or raw materials from the supply chain to the demand zone. Raw material finished in different geographical zones to be collected and transported to the factory for converting raw material into semi-finished and finished products. About what is the difference between supply chain and logistics. The first difference states that the supply chain develops a blueprint of entire cargo mobility between raw material, supplier and the manufacturer, whereas logistics is focused only on end-to-end delivery. The second difference speaks on how supply chain considers about health as well as freshness of the product in transit using chillers, freezers, refrigerators and all. Whereas logistics considers on product transit in time by identifying the quicker ways to reach destination and non-peak traffic time to travel. The third difference states that supply chain are executed by several active partners, namely suppliers, manufacturers, distributors, retailers, and end users. The logistics are also executed by 2 active partners, namely packers who packs it and movers who offers vehicle for cargo transit. The fourth difference states that healthy supply chain is also determined by sharing the optimized profit margin for each partner who involved in it, whereas quality logistics are measured by green vehicles and green packing materials used to provide high returns. The third topic discussed on types of logistics we are going to use. Based on the direction of logistics, it is classified into forward logistics, which connects the end product manufactured in industry to the retailer end. The second category is reverse logistics, which collects the used or exploited products which has still potential value in it to back into the manufacturer's end. These 3 photographs have manifested the cargo transit collected from various ends through different modes and delivered to the end users. Nespresso coffee capsules, after it is utilized, is recollected by UPS company, sent back to recycle and used in manufacturing by Nespresso company. The coffee capsules are made up of aluminum foils. The small animation on this slide explains that the used coffee capsules are collected and it is transported by UPS to the manufacturer. The topic we are going to see on this episode is on logistics strategy. It has 4 dimensions, namely the strength, the weakness, the opportunities and threats. Strength has 4 factors, namely what is the unique selling proposition of your product. The second factor measures the highlighting factor of your product which was appreciated by your customer. And the third factor speaks on how much you are more better than your customers. And the fourth factor speaks about the assets your customers have. The second dimension of strategy is measuring your weakness. Here the 4 factors are coming under the weakness. The first factor is which part of your business which needs more improvement. The internal parameters of your company which is conflicting with the success of your company. And the third factor states that which factor of your competitor is more better than yours. And the fourth factor speaks about negative factors of your workers or products you have. The third dimension speaks about what are the economic or political influence which can favor your business. And the second factor speaks about the market fluctuation which can motivate your business further. And the third factor speaks about what are the market opportunities which can sustain with respect to time. And the fourth factor speaks about what are all the external significances which provides boost to the company. The last dimension of strategy is threats. Here the first factor of threat is who are your competitors and which market area are potentially dangerous for your business. And the third factor speaks about which trends can negatively affect your business. And the fourth factor speaks about is there any outdated in a product or process innovation in your business. So you have to collect all these values, record it in a small tabular form and try to add measurement value to each points and try to get the score of your marks out of 100, which will prove how much you have attained and what are the areas you need improvement. And this is the route map of your strategy. The blueprint of logistics strategy is discussed here. The first one, you should be very focused on your business goals. What is your business goal? Who is your customer? And what are the innovation you are going to practice in your business? The blueprint of logistics strategy is discussed here. The first factor is you should be very focused with clear business goals. And second one, identify the customer service requirements. And the third category is you have to plan the logistics in align with goals and customer service. And the fourth one, you have to develop and design the integrated logistic management system which has to accommodate your business goals as well as customer requirements. And what are the parameters which is included in the design? Facility location, that means your warehouse, your logistic storehouses, then for refrigerators. Operation strategy includes what kind of alternate routes you are going to use, what is the pricing strategy, and what kind of package you are going to use. That will be coming under operation strategy. Inventory management, either you are going to use a digital inventory to know the product movement inside the inventory. And the fourth point speaks about what are the information systems you are going to adopt into your system. It may be your cloud-based servers, it may be tracking the product by using RFID chips on packets, it may be AI-based robots to handle your packets, whatnot. You can list it under that according to your investment ability. And fifth comes your material handling, which speaks about how efficiently and effectively you are going to handle the product without damaging the incoming products. At 6 comes your traffic and transportation. How to manage the traffic inside the city and you are going to reach the customer in time. What kind of transportation you are going to use? Here the transportation it may not be always trucks. You can also use the 3-wheelers, 2-wheeler cargo bikes, or even electric cars, right? So it's depend upon the traffic overwhelming inside the city. And the 7th point speaks about planning and control. And the 8th point, how your organization will be flexible enough to deliver your product. Then after you successfully develop the design, you have to validate your design by using simulation softwares and measure the overall performance of your system. If the score is above 70 out of 100, then you can go ahead and practice it in the day-to-day life. If it is not up to the mark, rework on your integrating logistic planning, develop it again according to your business goals and customer service, and do the second iteration. So this will be going every year to improve the effectiveness as well as the delivery speed. To follow the latest updates on the logistics and knowledge on COVID vaccine cargo transit, you can access the free magazine, monthly magazine using DC Velocity Society, which can provide more resource on all forms of transportation which is used in the supply chain. The website link is dcvelocity.com and the sample home page is attached here. You have plenty of resources in the form of digital magazine, audio podcast, video podcast. You can plug into Google Podcast and you can listen to this. You'll get plenty of audio resources belongs to this web page. Hope this information is useful for you. You practice it and write your feedback on the comment section attached below. For this episode is identify top 5 logistic companies in the world and find what are the unique operations they are carried out to make their company successful.
Please subscribe this channel Supply Chain for Beginners and click on the bell icon so that you'll get more videos and notifications. Thank you.